Long ago, in a quiet little village, there lived a blind beggar known by everyone as Error. Every day, he sat beside the lonely path leading to the village stream with a small bowl placed in front of him. The villagers were kind-hearted people, and whenever they passed by, they would drop coins into his bowl or offer him food. Although everyone knew him as the blind beggar near the stream, nobody truly knew where he had come from or who he really was. One evening, a young girl named Somto was returning from the stream when she noticed Error sleeping near the bushes. Curious, she looked into his bowl and saw a good amount of money inside. Tempted by greed, she quietly crept toward him and carefully picked up the bowl, making sure not to wake him. But the moment she turned to leave, Error suddenly vanished right before her eyes. Fear gripped her instantly. Frozen in shock, she begged him to come back and take his money, but there was no sign of him. Terrified, Somto threw the bowl to the ground and ran home as fast as she could. Back in her room, she could not stop thinking about what had happened. As she sat on her bed, her legs suddenly became itchy. At first, she ignored it and rubbed some ointment on them, which eased the discomfort for a while. But later that night, she woke up screaming in horror. Her legs had transformed into the legs of a goat. Her father, Mazi Chukwuka, rushed into the room after hearing her cries. The sight before him left him speechless. Shocked and confused, he demanded to know what had happened. Out of fear, Somto lied. She claimed that Error had asked her for money on her way home, and when she refused, he angrily cursed her before disappearing. The next morning, Mazi Chukwuka stormed to the place where Error usually begged, determined to confront him. However, Error was nowhere to be found. He waited for hours, but the mysterious beggar never appeared. Meanwhile, Somto's condition worsened. Her father took her to several healers in nearby villages, but none of them could reverse the strange curse. Soon, word spread throughout the village about the girl with goat legs. People gathered in large numbers just to catch a glimpse of her condition. Some pitied her, while others were terrified. Weeks passed, and Somto became bedridden because the pain in her legs was unbearable. Desperate for help, her father visited a respected seer in the village. The seer revealed a shocking truth. Error was no ordinary beggar. She explained that Somto's suffering began because she had tried to steal from him. Mazi Chukwuka was devastated when he realized his daughter had lied to him. The seer warned that if nothing was done quickly, Somto's entire body would eventually become that of a goat. Frightened, he asked what could be done to save her. The seer explained that Somto had to complete the mission Error came to the village for. Only then would she receive forgiveness and be free from the curse. When confronted again, Somto finally confessed everything. Her father was deeply disappointed because this was not the first time she had stolen from others. In the past, complaints had been made about her behavior, but her mother often defended her instead of correcting her. Over time, this only encouraged Somto's bad habits. Determined to save herself, Somto returned to the exact spot where Error used to sit. She waited there every day, hoping to understand what mission she was meant to fulfill. As villagers passed by, they mocked her appearance and whispered cruel things about her goat legs. Some children even laughed and imitated goat sounds to humiliate her. Despite the embarrassment, Somto kept returning. One rainy afternoon, she ran into an old abandoned-looking hut near the stream to take shelter. Inside, she discovered an elderly woman living alone in poor condition. Feeling pity for her, Somto cleaned the hut, prepared food, and cared for the sick woman until the rain stopped. The old woman thanked her sincerely for her kindness. The following day, while sitting near the stream again, Somto met a young boy who looked miserable and hungry. After speaking with him, she learned that he suffered terribly under the care of his cruel stepmother. His father had died years earlier, and his real mother had disappeared shortly after his birth. Touched by his story, Somto gave him food and promised to help him however she could. The boy was overwhelmed with gratitude because he had not eaten properly in days. Later, Somto decided the best thing she could do was find the boy's real mother. The next time they met, the boy handed her a bracelet that belonged to his mother, the only thing he had left from her. That same evening, Mazi Chukwuka brought a powerful spiritual woman to their home in another attempt to cure Somto. The moment the woman saw the bracelet in Somto's hand, she became stunned. She immediately recognized it as the bracelet she had tied around her own son's wrist years ago. The woman revealed that she was the boy's mother. Long ago, after giving birth, her family secretly took her child away because they feared motherhood would stop her from accepting her destiny as a priestess. They hid the boy using powerful spiritual protection, making it impossible for her to locate him. Without wasting time, Somto led the woman to the hut where the boy lived with his stepmother. As they approached, they heard the sounds of the woman beating the child mercilessly. Filled with rage, the priestess entered the hut and instantly transformed the wicked stepmother into a goat. At that very moment, Somto felt a strange sensation in her body. She looked down and realized her own legs had returned to normal. The curse had finally been broken. Only then did she understand Ara's true purpose in the village. Unknown to everyone, Ara had been the spirit of the boy's late father, watching over his son and searching for someone willing to save him from his suffering. Somto watched happily as the priestess embraced her son for the very first time. Her heart was filled with joy, knowing she had helped reunite them. From that day forward, Somto completely changed her ways. She never stole again and became a kinder and more honest person. The lesson of the story is that every action carries consequences. Stealing, dishonesty, and refusing to correct bad behavior can eventually lead to painful outcomes. Kindness, truthfulness, and taking responsibility for one's actions are virtues that should always be valued.